Okay, this is my Devlog 2 Part A for Astral Chronicles. I was tasked with making the encounter battle scene, which is what you see here. Right now, there's no functionality to the UI except for the flee button. Um, that was one of the major tasks this week. The other one was making the encounter system. Like, how do we get into encounters? So let's get rid of the UI. Essentially what's happening is we have our zones, and we will just make define the zone. Actually, we won't. We will make a scriptable object that will dictate the radius or the size, the zone name, and the chance that you will run into something. We're also going to be able to add more to distinguish what type of enemies are in each zone. But what's going to happen is that as you go from one zone to the other, you will then like check the variables in that zone to see if you should be in an encounter or not. So as you get out, essentially, if that's how we set it up, it can become easier or harder. That way, it's very linear in our progression. And I will. So as you can see right now, we're inside of the first circle. And if you look at the current encounter, their encounter information, you see that we're in the first zone. And the first zone is the starting area, which has a 0% chance. So we can actually see that reflected in the console. So we fly around. Failed to enter. It's going to keep on going off. Right? Wonderful. Now, as we enter the second zone, our index changes. If we see here, we're now in zone 2. And zone 2 is the medium area, so it has a 50% chance of seeing, of getting into an encounter. So if we fly around, we have now just begun an encounter. Again, there's no functionality to these buttons or the health, but we do have the option to flee. And once we flee, we can go on our merry way. And then as you can see, failed to enter an encounter. So there is a random chance, and bam, we're in there again. Now the third zone, again, just to show you that it changes, we are now in the third zone. And this one has a 100% chance. So once I reach my speed or the minimum distance, we get into an encounter every time. Code is complicated, honestly. Maybe not for you. It's pretty simple. We're just finding all of the zones in the scene and then indexing through up and down as we enter and exit. But that's it. Thank you for watching.